Hello everyone, welcome to After Duty Vets, where we discuss what life is like after the military. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about traveling and how it changes your perspective. Because most people that go in the military, they do go different places than where they're from. So whether it be different countries or even traveling in the United States, things are different. You know, when you get out, you have some decisions to make. Where do you want to live? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go to work? You know, all these decisions you have to make, and traveling gives you a broader view of what to look for. Sometimes you can feel pressure by family members to move back to where you're from or where you went in the military from. And you don't necessarily have to do that because the traveling has given you a different take on things. So many times you've been places that you would have never gone. You know, I've been to 11 countries and I've been to 44 to 50 states at one time or another. So, you know, I've seen a whole lot, and I found out that where I'm originally from is a great place to be from. It was a great place to grow up. It just doesn't suit me now for what I want in my life. A lot of times you're different because you have left and you have seen more. Visited third world countries. Hell, there are some places in the United States that look like third world countries. And we don't see that unless we're from the areas that look like a third world country. But I mean, it allows us to look at things differently and see what's best for us in the long run. You know, you get to see other cultures in action, and you find out that maybe our culture is not the best thing in the world, because every culture has its positive and negative perspectives of things. You know, when you look at things differently and you see how things go, and you see how different people perceive things, and you see how we're perceived as Americans in the world. You know, we're not seen as the greatest people in the world, even though we might think that. We're not seen that way. And I have a saying that, you know, when we travel to foreign countries, we expect them to speak English. When they come here, we expect them to speak English. We go to their country, so we have to learn to get by, and Americans are kind of a little bit of bullies sometimes. Not everybody, but some people are little bullies because we expect them to be like us, because we always think our way's the best. And a lot of times it is, but sometimes it's not. And you just need to embrace that. And it gives you different perspectives when you get out. You know, traveling also causes you to think things through as to what you learned as a child. I know I look at things a whole lot differently than when I was raised and brought up. And if I had never left Virginia, everything would look like Virginia, and I wouldn't know any better and know any different. You know, traveling kind of gives you more of an open mind, and also being in the military gives you more of an open mind, because the only color that we are supposed to deal with in the military is we're all green. There's not supposed to be any racism. There's not supposed to be any sexism. We're all supposed to be one group, and that is the way it's supposed to be, but it's not necessarily always the way it is. You know, you have a different way of living now. You're used to having a paycheck. You know, suppose you're from someplace like I am, from the hills of Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, that part of the country where there's not very many job opportunities when you get out. You know what it's like now to have a paycheck and be able to live on your own. So, you know, that's something that gives you a different perspective. You know, you tend to be more diverse in having the people that live around you, you know, other different cultures and the way things do things. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is traveling makes you grow. It makes you who you are, and you're not the same person you were when you went in because of your traveling. You tend to look at life differently than a lot of people, especially those that you grew up with in many instances. So I hope this helps you make the decision as to what you want to do when you grow up. Until next video, keep working on the life you deserve. Thank you. Disclaimer: I'm a licensed mental health therapist in California. If you're searching for mental health help, please reach out to someone in your state. If you are within California, you can reach me at the email below. And if you're interested in coaching anywhere in the United States, you can reach out below also. These videos are for educational purposes only, and if you're thinking about suicide, please reach out and call 911.